What's up, guys? This is LR3 coming with my very first NBA discussion video, and it's to be Kyrie Irving versus Stephen Curry. And in my opinion, start this off. We all know the accolades. Like we all know, Curry is a 2 MVP, one-time champion, 3-time All-Star, a scoring champ, and a scoring leader, and a one-time steal leader. He's also 28, been to the league 7 seasons. Kyrie, on the other hand, he's been in the league only one less season than Curry, 6 seasons, but he's 24 years old. So he's 4 years behind Curry. Yeah, he's only a season behind because of the entering in the draft ages, differences. But Kyrie, on the other hand, is a one-time champion, 3-time All-Star, and a Rookie of the Year, All-Star MVP. Pretty much that's his accolades. Same amount of All-Stars, but Curry, obviously has the 2 MVPs, has the scoring champ, has the steal leader, stuff like that. So in the accolades department, as of now, I would say Curry wins that matchup in the accolades. But I mean, Kyrie still has 4 years until he's Curry's age, and who knows, by the time he's 27, 26, by the time this year, he'll probably be in the MVP, around, talks, consider him, but he's not going to win it. But I mean, next year, I think he'll be a stronger MVP talked about candidate, as the years go along, as LeBron kind of slows down, just tries to save his body for more years, kind of lets Kyrie take the pedal. Then I'll see by the time he's 27, 26, around there, it would definitely be a legit MVP candidate, But let's get into the stats this year. This year's stats, Curry's averaging 25 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 dimes. He beats Kyrie in all 3 of those categories. With Kyrie's averaging 24 points, 3 boards, and 5 dimes. So he obviously beats him in those 3 categories. But in turnovers, Kyrie wins by 2.5 turnovers a game to Curry's 2.9. But where stuff really gets interesting is the percentages. And what really gets me is Curry shooting 39% from deep. His calling card, his that's his shot, man, is a 3, and he's only shooting at with a 39% clip. Kyrie, on the other hand, 43% from deep. And it's not like he's not shooting them. He's shooting them. Trust me. He's shooting them. The attempts are up there, but he's just making more. 43% to Curry's 39. He obviously wins that by a 4% margin, which is a surprise in my eyes. And in field goal percentage, he wins again. Kyrie shooting 48.2 to Curry's 48.1. That one's a lot closer than the 3-pointer, but I mean, Kyrie still gets him on that. Free throws, Curry's going to kill him, 94% to his 86, but Kyrie's, that's not bad, 86%. I'll take that any day. I'll take the 94 any day too, but I mean, Kyrie, all-around percentage, I'll take him, especially the 3-ball. And we know Curry's having, he's having a slump bound. I've never really seen him go to slumps like this. Like, of course, he has that 13 made threes game, but I mean, there's games where he goes 1 for 11, 0 of 10, stuff like that. That's weird for Curry. 2 of 7, it's just weird. But what I'll say to give Curry credit is that he's averaging 1.7 steals to Kyrie's 0.5. That is just embarrassing, man, Kyrie. His career steals is 1.3, but yet this year he's averaging 0.55 to be exact. And that's just terrible in my eyes. That is just, embarrassing. And Curry kills him in that. And just for the all-around year, for this year, I would have to take Kyrie on the year just because of the efficiency. Like, Curry's efficiency is up there. It's just that 3, man, is getting me. Like, it's just that's what's getting me is that 3. I can't. His career 3 percentage is 44.1%, but yeah, he's dropped 5%, nearly 5% to 39 this year. And it's like, yeah, he got Durant, all that stuff. I mean, still, dude, your team moves the ball the best, averaging more than 30 assists a game as a team, which could be an NBA record if they hold it. Their most efficient team, but yeah, I know I'll take that. Curry has played 520 games compared to Kyrie's 331. As for that, Curry's career stat totals are obviously bigger just with the 90 game difference. But I mean, they're way bigger than you would expect. They're a good 4,000 difference in the points range. Because Curry has 11,724 points per game. I mean, points total career to Kyrie's 6,942. So he blows him out of the water with that. But he has played over 90 more games. But I mean, that's a one season. You're expecting, like you're saying, Curry is out next year. You expect, I don't know. That's a something to look. Um, what I will give Curry though is his offensive rating, I guess, is 117 to Kyrie's 111. That's that I don't really understand, but I understand I get it, but I don't get how with his percentages they're practically the same just for the free throw and the three. There are big differences in those. How that gives him better, I don't know. But what I really want to take the time to look at is the playoff head-to-head matchup in the finals. That's something I want to look at. Against each other, Kyrie dominates Steph Curry. Head-to-head, 7 games, just going at each other in the finals, biggest stage there is. Everything's on the line. That's how it is. That's as big as it gets. This is the NBA Finals. That's as big as it gets, and Kyrie's the only one who showed up, and Curry did it. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie's 27 points to Curry's 22. Kyrie's 4 boards to Curry's 5. Kyrie's 4 assists to Curry's 3.7. So as you can see, and Curry's 0.9 steals to Kyrie's 2.1. That's what I expect from Kyrie, and I expect Curry to average 2.3, 2.4 because of his career 1.7. But in the finals, I expect the best player to step up on both teams. Kyrie and LeBron. Kyrie, I think Kyrie's eventually gonna be the better player. Of course, as LeBron declines, not declines, but slowly ages. And the percentages, Kyrie just goes 47% field goal, 41% from 3, and 94% from free throw. To Curry's 40% from field goal and 3, and then 93% from free throw. So really, Kyrie blows him out of the water easily. Kyrie's a better player. And if that isn't enough, we're on the biggest stage. Kyrie outplays Curry one-on-one, defending each other. Curry, defends him, but mainly Thompson, they put other guys on him. Not really Curry on Kyrie the whole series, but and he still gets numbers. But really, if that ain't enough to show you, here's a little fun fact, in my opinion. Kyrie had 18 turnovers, 27 assists. 18 turnovers, 27 assists. But Curry, on the other hand, had 30 turnovers and 26 dimes. So he had 4 more turnovers than assists. Kyrie had 1 more assist than him, but yet he had 12 less turnovers. I think that speaks volume to, as right now this year, Curry's ahead of him in turnovers by 0.4, I believe. I don't got my phone on me, but by 0.4, I believe. But turnover percentage in the finals against each other, Curry led everybody 18% turnover percentage to Kyrie's 9.7. So I'll just rough it up to 10. 18% to 10. I'll take Kyrie over that any day. And you can't, many people tell me, well, he played more minutes than Curry. Yeah, he did play more minutes, but the usage rate was identical, 30.9 to 30.8. Kyrie with the 0.9, with 0.1 above Curry, but their usage rate was practically the same. So you can't really say that. So obviously, that this year's finals really opened my eyes to what Kyrie is. He really shows up. I'm not saying Curry could have been a fluke, I guess you could say. But 7 games to show up, and you show up a couple games, but you have to show up every game if you're the best player on the court. If you got the MVP, you got to show up. And he didn't, and that just really spoke to me because, it's not like it's his first time. Last year he played in the finals all games. Kyrie was in the finals last year, but he played 1 game, knee injury. So really he didn't get the full experience, didn't get the full, just experience, you know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I look at. So he just really overperformed. But Curry's true percentage was 58 to Kyrie's 57. So I guess that's a plus. But other than that, he just really just does poorly. All in all, the the finals head-to-head to each other really played a big part in my decision because, I mean, I took in consideration the accolades I did. You know, I just didn't touch on them a lot. I just, because I assume everybody knows. I mean, I can't touch on them. You know, if you comment and tell me, you know, I'll make another video, I'll touch on them. But considering everything, I just really think the finals plays the biggest part out of everything because when people compare players, the hardest thing is a lot of like the Jordan versus Kobe. They didn't really play a lot against each other. They didn't get a lot of opportunities to. Same thing with LeBron and Kobe. Yeah, they got to play against each other, but I mean, the only way they got to play each other against the highest stakes. That's why everybody wanted them to go to the finals, to see them play the two best players to play against each other on the biggest stage, you know, in the finals. That's why I take into consideration like Kyrie versus Curry in the finals. That's that's as good as it gets, you know, biggest stage. Everything's on the line. Your team versus team, head versus head. They're the same position. They're gonna go at it. You know, that's just how it goes. And that's why I take that with such. I look at that so big because like when you compare someone, like when people tell me who do you think is better, Jordan or Kobe, I would love to have seen them play against each other in the finals. You know, they're the same position head to head. I would love that 7-game series. I would love to see that. But we can't. You just couldn't. You know, it sucks. But I mean, we got to see Kyrie versus Curry. 3-1. Kyrie shows up, shoots above 70%, NBA record. So I mean, this plays a very big part, I think, in making your decision on who's the better player all around. Like Curry's the better shooter, and like I would put Curry as a better rebounder. You know, better a better rebounder. But what people don't understand is, I mean, his field goal percentage is high. His 3-point percentage is like astronomically high. It's great, but I mean, what I look at it is he did shoot like when more than 50% of your shots or about 50% of your shots are from three. Of course, your field goal percentage is gonna be high because they're mostly three. So if you're three, if it's like if someone shoots pure threes all year, they make half of them, and then their field goal percentage is 50%. They're like, dang, they're great shooters. I'm like, yeah, they're great shooters, but most of their shots are from three, so really that's a lie. And then you take the threes out and look at their 2-point percentage, and it's lower than their actual percentage. You know, that plays a big part. Curry is a good finisher, all that stuff. I mean, Kyrie's a great finisher, I believe. He could finish any way, any way you could think of, man. I mean, all in all, Kyrie's having a better year this year, shooting better this year. The finals head to head, when all was on the line, it just shows he's a better player. I would pick Kyrie Irving over Curry. After all this said and done, I'll pick Kyrie over Curry. And then another big factor is he's only 24. That's what gets me is like people are like, yeah, Curry does have the MVPs. He does have the scoring champ. He does have the still leader. But I mean, Kyrie has a good 2 years to be that. He's on track to get that. Like if Curry got his first one at 27 practically. About 27 years old. Got his other one 20, about gonna be 28, 28 years old right now. So from 26 to 28, let's just say 26 to 28, Kyrie got to win 2 MVPs, but in those 2 years, in those 2 ages. Kyrie's 24 right now, and he's already, in the talks. But I mean, next year he'll be more in the talks. But 26, I think he'll be in the conversation as a legit top 2 MVP candidate, depending on how the Russell Westbrook plays out. How long he's alone in OKC, how Kevin Durant, if he decides to stay with Golden State all, long term, depending on how the finals play out, depending on what he decides. Also depending on up and comers like Karl Anthony Towns, Porzingis, all those players. Yeah, it's just like Kawhi Leonard. There's a bunch of players, I'm not gonna name them all, but I mean it's just a fact of how the injuries play part, just how everything plays out. Kyrie could walk into an MVP or he can get stolen of one, depending on everything. But all in all, I think Kyrie Irving's a better player. After looking at, by the time Kyrie is 20, by the time Kyrie is 28, I feel like his his efficiency, his accolades, all that is going to be better than Curry's. Many people were like, well, yeah, they played like look at his stats now. He's only a season behind, but look at his stats. Look at his accolades. But I'm like, yeah, he might be only a season behind. Shoot, they could be the same. They could both be in the league for 7 years. I don't care. Kyrie is 24 years old. Curry's 28. No matter what you say, no matter how much seasons, he's still got 4 years on Curry. He still got 4 years from now, and he's definitely gonna win. He's definitely gonna be I believe, an All-Star those 4 years. And if he is, that's gonna be 7 All-Stars to Curry's 3 at the age 28. Curry, he's gonna win more All-Stars. But I mean, if you compare him at the same age, when Curry was 24, Kyrie blows him out of the water. But right now, since Curry has more years on him, Curry blows him out of the water. Accolades wise, not much stats wise. They're neck and neck, but just knowing that they're neck and neck, and knowing the age difference. Kyrie's only 24. That's like saying, if somebody comes out of college at 22 years old, it's basically saying Kyrie's in the league 2 years. You're expecting a 1 year pro being compared to a 2-time MVP. That's what you're saying. But I mean, really, he's been in the league 6 seasons, so that's not really the case. But I mean, age-wise, it's just a big difference, bro. Like, Kyrie got 4 years. 4 years from now, he's gonna have more All-Stars than Curry. He might have more rings. He's gonna have more rings. If he wins one ring in these 4 years, he has more rings than Curry did at age 28. If he gets one MVP, 2 MVPs in these 4 years, who knows? What else? He could be a scoring champ, I believe. In 4 years from now, he definitely could. Kyrie is is gonna be a Hall of Famer. Curry's gonna be a Hall of Famer. I mean, the fact is, I'll pick Kyrie any day because he's the better all-around point guard, the better all-around player. Curry's the better shooter, obviously, but I mean, at the end of the day, you live by the 3 and you die by the 3, and as is the final show, they died by it. Kyrie hit that 3. That was just a big. Of course, LeBron's block, but I mean, just to matchups like that. Imagine Kobe versus Michael. One of them ISOing up on each other, hitting a dagger in their face. Many people are gonna bring that up when it comes down the line when they retire. Who's better? Well, I mean, I would take Kyrie. Remember that shot? Remember that shot Kyrie made in Curry's face? Well, yeah, but remember when? It's just good memories, bro. You guys gotta appreciate these moments. We get to see them on the biggest stage against each other. That's what people don't understand. Honestly, if Curry could be 10-0 against Kyrie seasonal games, career-wise, seasonally wise though. But if Kyrie's 7-2 in the playoffs against Curry, like let's just say that, I will take that over a 10-0. I'll take a 6-3 in the playoffs because it's the finals over a 10-0. I'll take a 1-game difference over that just because it is the finals, bro, and that's as big as it gets. And for it to be that was his first official final, so really, he showed up on the biggest stage. They hit that 3 against him, in his first year, because last year he didn't really get a play. He didn't play on the court, really. He didn't. Honestly, he didn't. I'm not going to consider that playoff experience. That's playoff experience, but I'm not going to consider it finals experience to his, mentally he was there, but he wasn't, he wasn't really there, like, on the court playing. He wasn't feeling the pressure, really, He was more feeling the pressure the team has, not the pressure on himself. So all in all, I picked Kyrie Irving over Stephen Curry. After all this has been said, it was a pretty long video. I'm sorry, but I mean, y'all can like, comment, share, sub me. Just, if y'all think it's Curry, then comment Curry and tell me why. Or you guys agree with me, tell me why. Just want to be involved. This is my first one. My videos are only going to get better. All right, peace.